All right, Shalom, Brother Kashakwala from the GMS Atlanta Church. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Achak. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this lesson, and Lord willing, it is edifying. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Start at verse 5. It says, sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair-speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. All right, so sweet language will multiply friends. You know that in Proverbs, where a soft answer turneth away wrath. It's the same thing here. And really, I'm bringing these certain precepts. It's just a friendship with bros in your camp, prospective camps, or with a particular brother, you know what I'm saying, and how to, maintain, and things you should ponder on about yourself, all right, because it's a lot of yourself internally which maintains a friendship, you see, and it may not be so much the other party, it may be something that you may have to deal with, to fix yourself to make the friendship stronger. And that's something I've been realizing lately within myself. Just being honest, I gotta fix certain things within myself to strengthen and build friendships. Sometimes you kind of fall short with a bro, or you don't hang. You may, when you first got in or something, you may have hung around them like all the time, and then shit happens in life and you kind of get that distance. You got to rekindle that friendship. So I'm gonna get into verse 5 again. It says sweet language will multiply friends, right? Meaning the scriptures always talk about being gentle towards one another. So the way your speech, the way you come at a brother, or the way you talk to a bro is a big, that's a big thing. You want to come off as, not too soft, but, you be kind to a bro, Everyone likes being kind to. A simple saying, treat others how you would want to be treated. And a part of treating somebody is how you speak to them. If you're constantly bashing or, constantly talking them to them in some type of tone, it can get kind of oppressive on a brother or a friend. So sweet language will multiply a friend, and it will build a friendship. Now, this doesn't go towards like a stern admonition or a stern reproof or rebuke. Sometimes a friend needs it. You snap the fuck out of it, like, what the fuck you doing? Like, what you talking about? And on the one dishing it out, the other one receiving it, they got to realize why it got to that point and why it's being sternly spoken to. Not take so much offense to the shit like the brother got it. Like, now you think he got something against you. It's not always like that. There's some things you just start figuring out coming into the truth. And also you start figuring out what type of brother that is. That's simple. Don't take offense. The scriptures do talk about it. Yahweh Shai said it is impossible. Offenses will come. Offenses will come. They will. All right? It will. Okay? If no one was offended or got offended, everyone would be perfect. Offenses will come. You may take the first few times of you getting, hopefully the first time, or if not any time, but say if you do, the first time you get rebuked, you may feel some type of way about it, like real talk. You might think that brother got something against you when he's just trying to save your life, or just correct you, or, so you won't do it again. You just got to intake that. Sometimes it kind of gets like, man, what the fuck? But you got to look past that. That's the feeling part. You got to surrender that part and get the full essence of it. It's like a bitter herb. Horseradish has great properties to it that benefit you. But it punches you right in the face once you eat it. All right. It says a fair-speaking tongue will increase kind greetings, right? You'll be more approachable to a brother, or you'll be more approachable for brothers to come to you, you see, or a friend to come to you when you have a fair-speaking tongue. Like, you're kind, you're gentle, you're humble with your speech. You always put a smile on someone's face when they see you, things of that nature, just simply off the way you speak to them. You always have to be stern and straightforward and hard every goddamn day. Loosen up a little bit. You always don't got to be in the spirit of rebuking something. Sometimes be kind of gentle. If you do it. Sometimes don't always do it in the same way. Even if you're trying to give an admonition, try to, the scripture, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Let's see here. Let me go to Sirach, the 11th chapter real quick. Verse 7. Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 11:7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first, then rebuke. Get an understanding first. Try to grasp it first. And then go, if it's feasible to rebuke or to admonish, then go ahead. And there's certain ways you could do it too. I'm going to skip down to verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Right. We read this script all the time. But something I kind of got out of this, it says, if thou wouldest get a friend, correct? Prove him first. That prove, man, understand him. Understand a brother. Every brother ain't the same, man. I know the bishop in my camp had said, Bishop Todd's mom, he had said, man, it's really like the first time the southern and northern tribe been together since the split. When you read about, all the way in the Kings or whatnot, about Rehoboam, Jeroboam, and that split with the northern and southern kingdom. Northern kingdom came over here to the Americas, and southern kingdom stayed over there. And then through the slave trade and all that stuff that transpired through this damn devil, we back together. So it's going to be different spirits, different tribes coming as one. You got to realize that. Every time a brother may rebuke or correct your ass, doesn't mean he just don't like you or has something against you. It's something I had to realize. It may not be. He just corrected you. And that's just how he is. And that's just how he does it. Don't get in your feelings about it. Just take it and accept it. That's the proving him first. You got to understand him. You can't have no friend that you don't understand. Let's get the base scripture real quick. All right. What kind of shit is that? You around someone you just don't understand. And that's another thing. I'm cutting myself with this. Get up off your ass and get around a brother so you can get to know him. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Right. Can two walk together unless they be agreed? I can't walk with a dude who I don't fucking understand at all. Like, I don't get you, bro. And it takes time. You see what I'm saying? That's why brotherly love and that friend and that bond or you linking up is so pivotal. You gotta get, there's so many brothers out, that everyone's different. Gotta be around them to see how they really are. Okay, this brother's serious. Okay, this brother, man, he from for sure. Or man, this brother's, he's stoic. Or this brother he's very studious. Or this, that, and the third. I kind of see how he is. There's one thing that we all have in common is When we came into the truth, our morals changed. All right? But we still got a personality with us. The Lord created a specific personality within us. You got to figure that out. The only way you figure that out is actually partaking in brotherly love. In order to have brotherly love, be around the brother. That's one of the main ways to express your brotherly love towards one another. You know, if you may have slacked, get back on it. I'm cutting myself first and foremost. You know, I slack in some things. Sometimes I become a homebody too much. And get the fuck up. Go socialize with the Akib, man. Get to know him. Okay? Just because you hung around him a few times and had 3 a.m. Sessions, you know, don't mean you know him. How about once y'all off one day and go link up, you know? And if y'all were doing that, why'd you stop? You know, I'm checking myself. That's how you prove. That's how you prove him first. Get an understanding of a bro. Then you can really call him a friend. You gotta understand him. Y'all go on the highways and byways and risk your lives together. Understand one another. You see? It says, and be not hasty to credit him. All right. I'm going to jump down to verse 13. It says, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. Now, let's focus on this. Okay? Separate thyself from thy enemies. An enemy is someone who's adverse to you. Okay? There are some times where you will have some type of adversity or animosity in between each other. It's true. But you can't make that shit last. You got to squash it at some point. Talk it out. You know, call a brother. If a brother asks you to call, man, just call him. You know, if you're doing something, just drop it and just talk to the brother. Get some understanding. See where he's coming from. Consider. So you're not enemies towards one another. Sometimes it happens. You have disagreements. Look at Paul and Barnabas, if I'm not mistaken. They had a disagreement. Paul didn't want Mark to come. Barnabas did. So they had to split in Acts the 15th chapter. They just went their separate ways preaching Yahweh Shai. It don't always got to go to that extent. But shit, you got a bro in your camp, you might have something, you know, that needs to be hashed out, hash it out. Like gentlemen. And exercise verse 5 with sweet language. Exercise it. Put it to use. Fair speak and understand where one another is coming from. I tell you, man, it builds a bigger bond. Usually the brothers you bump heads with the most, you have the strongest bond with. I'm not saying that 100%, but usually. Because y'all end up understanding each other better. Y'all know how each other are. Y'all were enemies at one point, but hash that shit out. You know? He's like, nah, man. It wasn't something that just you were doing that made me mad. That's just you, and I had to understand that. I wasn't understanding enough towards you. And both parties got to see that and accept it. And it says, take heed of thy friends. Right. If you're taking heed of your friend, that means what? You got some consideration towards him. You understand his words. You see where he's coming from. You put your ego aside. All of that. Okay. I see where you're coming from. All right, but I was thinking this, that, and the third. And then he's like, okay, I see. All right, man, I was tripping, bro. Yeah, I mean, man, me too, man. I was tripping. Now I see how you are. Oh, yeah, calm, bro. Now I see how you are. You know? And I accept that, bro. Now I know you better. Now our bond is stronger. You see? In verse 14, man, I didn't want to make this too long-winded. Verse 14 says that this one hits home, too. A faithful friend is a strong defense. And I tell you one thing, a faithful friend is one who's not afraid to correct your ass. And another faithful friend is one who takes the correction. You can't always get butthurt because someone corrected your ass, man. Again, cutting myself. Gotta realize that shit. Gotta realize that. Man, take it. That brother is trying to defend. He's a faithful friend. A fake-ass individual wouldn't even correct you. You have a whole booger in your goddamn nose walking around in public looking stupid as hell. He didn't walk around with you for 3 fucking hours and ain't said shit. What kind of friend is that? It's fake. He's scared. He's scared to tell. No. A friend will tell you, hey man, you got a big-ass booger hanging out your goddamn nose. And in a more serious note, hey bro, hey, you going off. The scripts say this, that, and the third. That saves your life. That's a strong defense. All right. It goes on to say, and he that hath found such one hath found a treasure. Right. You find a friend who can correct you. You find a friend that can take correction and then digest it and let the nutrients go throughout. Man, you found a treasure right there. If you find a friend, if y'all have an art with one another and you can pull you aside or call you on the phone and talk, you found a treasure because he gives a shit about your relationship. And he wants to understand. All the point is, man, build relationship with your bros, man. And understand them. Because sometimes something will come up where you don't understand them well enough and you get offended. When all actuality, you just didn't have a good understanding of the bro. You gotta check yourself. And that's something I've been learning day in and day out. And surrender. Let it go. Hear him out. And if you have something, hopefully he hears you out as well. But you gotta check yourself first. Stop getting so butthurt. Stop getting so offended. It happens. Brothers got to get corrected. Offenses must come. Things of that nature. But don't let it get to you so much. Just got to get a better understanding. That's it. So Lord willing, this was edifying. If any brother had a situation like that, I don't know. I hope it encouraged you to, hey, real talk, get the fuck over it. Real talk. And move forward and build a better bond with one another, man. So call all your help by Shemi Awashai. Call all your help by Shemi Awashai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. It's your brother Kasha Qual. Until the next time, say shalom.